And you know, one of the things that we wanted to do today is to share with you some insights, if you will, that 3M has gathered over the last several months. And I want to give a shout out, by the way, to our marketing department there in St. Paul, Carrie Nizgaki, Sandy Fenton, and Josh Orman for helping put together this information. You know, as I said earlier, we've kind of changed the way perhaps some of you are doing business. Things are perhaps being done more virtual now. Perhaps you're, dealing directly with a homeowner through the internet and sending them information, sending them quotes. Well, we wanted to be able to tell you some of the insights that we found, over the last several months, as I said. Contractors, according to the homeowners we surveyed, contractors are chosen because of their professionalism, because of their recommendations. And there's that certificates or accreditations that we talked about with the Scotchgard Training program. Homeowners choose their shingles based upon quality, color, and even the warranty. Okay, the warranty does matter to them. And I think one of the most important things that we picked up on is that most homeowners, get several bids, and they don't necessarily take the lowest bid. They usually take the mid-price or even the upper end bid. So don't be afraid to go out and ask for more money, perhaps, for the Scotchgard shingles, because they're well worth it. And that kind of leads us into perhaps a little bit more information that we've gathered there.
That's right, Randy. And that's right along with the Atlas sales strategy that we've talked about, the good, better, best sales strategy, right? That contractors should not be afraid to offer the best opportunity that they have for homeowners to get the right product.
And absolutely, the Scotchgard shingles, from Atlas are the best available out there in the market, particularly for controlling those black streaks. Here's some more information that we had. There actually are some homeowners that get up to 6 or more quotes, if you will, but the average is probably around 2 to 3. And again, they're not necessarily taking the lowest quote out there. I think most people probably only buy a roof perhaps once in their life, unless they live in a hail-prone area, then it's different. So it's a big decision for them to make, and so they want to make sure they're getting the best that they can get for their roof and for their home. More importantly, to protect their home. And you can see, the top reasons there why they choose their contractor. The professionalism. Again, they want somebody that they believe that they can trust. The recommendations perhaps that they get from their friends and family. Who did you I saw you had a roof put on. Who did you use? Were they good? Type of thing. I know, where I live, that goes a long way. People are always asking about, who should I use for this or that or whatever like that, because they want somebody that's reputable. And you notice that, some of the other things perhaps aren't tracking quite as high, but still, are important to the homeowner.
That's right.
Again, go ahead, Lauren.
And what actually I think is surprising to some people is that best value is actually number 4 on the list. It's not number 1. It's not the driving force behind why people choose and homeowners choose the product that they do or the contractor that they do.
Yeah. Okay, so here's how they choose a shingle. You'll notice that the highest quality and color rank the highest, followed by warranty, followed by best value. As Lauren said, it's not necessarily they're looking for the cheapest thing on their roof. And then, the recommendation by the contractor or the builder still carries weight too, because again, most people don't know shingle brands, and I said before, as you've probably heard me speak sometimes at some of the Atlas Roadshow events, that we do some additional market survey work where we asked like 1,000 homeowners that put a roof on in the last year, what brand of shingle did you buy? And I used to kid Kurt Villar and say, if you want to come out with a new shingle, call it unsure, because 67% of the people we surveyed, that's their response. We're not sure. We don't know. We'd like to think that, Atlas has great brand recognition, or, some of the other companies, but quite frankly, they don't. The Scotchgard brand, though, does have recognition. Okay, they know it from other things in their home, whether it was, for treating carpets or furniture, et cetera, or now you can put it on tennis shoes and boots, et cetera. So it does carry some great brand recognition.
And I think to add to that, Randy, that is one of the benefits of authentically building the brand, is that Scotchgard is synonymous with quality. So when we when contractors present an Atlas shingle that is with Scotchgard Protector, they will recognize that brand name and understand that that is the quality shingle that they need.
That's right. And again, just to emphasize the point about, the lowest price, 87% of those we surveyed, and I believe we surveyed over like 800 people too, so it's a fairly good sized population. 87% did not choose the lowest price. So as Lauren said, there's a way to go out and sell that good, better, best. And you've heard, Kirk and Stan talk about that also in the past. The way to go out there and sell that good, better, best, and don't be afraid to ask for the best price for those Scotchgard shingles from Atlas.
That's right.
Oh, okay. You may ask, how much more can you charge for a Atlas roof featuring Scotchgard Protector? Well, funny you should ask that question, because we actually did some research on that. And we found it ranges from $300 all the way up to perhaps $1,800 that some homeowners are willing to pay. Probably the average price that we found was around $900 that they would be willing to pay for that protection on their roof from the Atlas shingles featuring Scotchgard. So again, don't be afraid to go out and ask for that upcharge, because homeowners recognize the value and they're willing to pay for it. Lauren, what do you say?
Yeah, I think that it's the value that they understand what they're getting with the quality of Scotchgard. I think it's also, that what we talk about internally, and certainly a message that we put out there more broadly, is that homeowners are really only getting one or two maybe roofs in their lifetime, right? If they're lucky. And when you consider that cost over the life of the house, it is so much smaller than it appears on the initial bottom line for what you're asking when that's spread over the years that the roof is protecting you. And that's where the quality comes in, where you're willing to pay for the additional quality. And that's, really broadly what this research supports.
So here again, $900 premium, that seems to be the area there that they're willing to pay. So, again, there's the majority of people said that they would be willing to pay more for these shingles because of the protection that they offer.
Yeah, and additional research that the study has gathered is about the homeowner sentiment and what their thoughts are. And I'm going to, just point out the fact that there is often a knowledge gap from the homeowner to the contractor. When the contractor knocks on the door and talks to the homeowner about shingles and about a roof replacement, a lot of times homeowners don't have the opportunity or don't feel comfortable or knowledgeable enough to be able to provide the contractor with their concerns. And this study actually was able to point out some of these things that homeowners are really thinking about. Sometimes they don't feel knowledgeable about the price or the value of the shingle, not knowing what they should be getting or what they need. That they possibly strongly believe that the brand is relevant when selecting a shingle, that even though they may not recognize other shingle brands, when they see one that they recognize, it is something that attracts them. Homeowners aren't familiar with what the installation process looks like, or whether it's going to be loud, or whether it's going to impede their ability to use their own home. And they are usually looking to the contractor for that advice and for that information throughout the process. Homeowners question how they determine if a contractor is reputable and who they need to go to for the right job that they need on their home. In addition to that, there's also complaints about contractor error or damage during the process and how they handle that and what they do about that. Homeowners need to know about the logistics when the contractor is planning to install, but they don't know how much they need to know about that and what they need to be informed on. And homeowners are not always aware of their warranties, and they don't keep track of them, which is where the contractor's professionalism and skill comes in as well to assist them with that process. And broadly, I think what a lot of these touched on was that homeowners are unsure what to expect. They're unsure. They have not replaced a lot of roofs in their lifetime, and they don't know the ins and outs of the roofing business, which is where our contractors, knowledgeable, educated contractors, can really provide the link to the homeowner and give them the dependability that they're looking for.
That's right, Lauren. And, I'm sure that these are all things that you probably say, yeah, sure, we know that. But the point is that the homeowners don't know, like you said, Lauren, and you can be more proactive perhaps and walk them through the process, get them comfortable with what's happening. Yeah, we're going to be here next Tuesday morning. We're going to protect your bushes. We're going to pick up all the nails, pick up all the trash, those type of things. Kind of be proactive and try to answer their questions ahead of time so that they feel more comfortable about the whole process. Fact is, why don't we hear for some homeowners, if you will? We've got some homeowner testimonials about dealing more about the power of selling Scotchgard. So let's hear from a couple of homeowners.
Great.
The fact that Atlas shingles come with Scotchgard made the decision very easy.
It's like a slam dunk. I mean, I was ready to go with it. So we bought this property back in 1984. It's 200 acres.
We purchased property in 1996.
We had a leak that was coming into the soffit above the garage doors.
A severe leak due to some rainfall that we have had in the last couple of weeks.
We run a dog daycare at our farm, so curb appeal is important to us when customers pull up.
It held up pretty well, but it had a lot of the black streaks on it, and it came about pretty quickly after we put it on. So I wanted something that didn't streak.
It had really ugly black streaks on it from algae.
Our previous roof had black streaks and stains.
With this type of roofing, you would not have that ever.
Well, Scotchgard is something that's been in my vocabulary since maybe the 60s when it first sort of came out. I'm an old guy, so I remember all that.
So we decided having the Scotchgard was the best option for us.
So we decided to just jump in and do the job correctly and get an algae-resistant shingle. So that's why we picked the Pinnacle Pristine product with Scotchgard from Atlas.
To me, the other important factor with the Atlas shingles was that it has a very long warranty and that they guarantee that it won't mold.
Scotchgard warranty was explained to us such that it would keep our shingles looking as new and as nice as they were the day that they were installed for the next 20 years, for the life of the product.
In looking at the benefits and thinking over the long term, that outweighed the other products. But just having the benefit,
it was well worth it.
It was well worth it.
That was just added to the equation. So say, yeah, big check mark for Atlas.
Hi, I'm Sue Jennings.
We are the Crocker family.
My name is Sarah Paul.
I'm Craig Walker.
And I'm never going to have to look at the front of my house with that streaking ever again.
And we chose Atlas.
We're definitely happy with that.
And I love my Atlas shingles with Scotchgard.
Looking forward to a future with an Atlas roof on my house.
Yeah, that's a powerful video. It's great to hear homeowner sentiments, not only about the recognizable brand of Scotchgard, but also through the process, their satisfaction with the results. And I think we're going to hear another one from Craig Walker as well, a little more into his story.
Great.
We bought this property back in 1984. It's 200 acres, probably about 6 months ago. I knew the time was coming quickly that I needed to replace the roof. So it held up pretty well, but it had a lot of the black streaks on it, and it came about pretty quickly after we put it on. So I wanted something that didn't streak. Atlas came up pretty quickly, and there were a few others, so I started doing the process of elimination. Well, Scotchgard is something that's been in my vocabulary since maybe the 60s when it first sort of came out. I'm an old guy, so I remember all that. So Scotchgard is something that I really hold, pretty high in regard. This one contractor, he said, this product is superior in wind and also stain-proof and didn't have any problems installing it. And he said it was the best in the warranty. I actually talked to two contractors down there, and it kept coming back to Atlas, and that's what they were recommending. So he said the wind resistance for this particular mid-range product and the Scotchgard, he said, you're getting all the good points of Atlas in this roof. And so this is the one they recommended. And again, that was just added to the equation to say, yeah, big check mark for Atlas. I had a lot of affirmations from a lot of different sources. Almost like a slam dunk. I mean, I was ready to go with it. So I'm Craig Walker, and as you can see, the project is going really, really fast, and I'm excited to see the end result. It's looking good so far, and looking forward to a future with an Atlas roof on my house.
Great. Great. Yeah. So, you know, hearing from those homeowners really speaks to the power of Scotchgard in various markets. And I think that contractors can take this information, these testimonials, and understand how selling Atlas Designer shingles with Scotchgard Protector is also powerful, how it speaks directly to the homeowner. And we have a couple of contractor videos coming up next as well to talk specifically about how the contractors feel regarding the powerful brand.
Great.
When you're looking for shingles, you need to look for that Scotchgard brand that Atlas has on the shingles to know that you're getting protection against those black streaks caused by algae.
I think the Scotchgard is an important part of it. It eliminates all streaking on the roofs.
Everyone knows Scotchgard.
So it gives it some legitimacy. When we go into a home to sell a roof, you know, and the Scotchgard branding's on our samples or on our literature, I mean, it is recognized.
Homeowners can't tell you what kind of brand of shingle they have, but they can tell you that it has Scotchgard.
Husbands, but most importantly, wives. The women know Scotchgard. You go into that house and you say, you're gonna have a clean roof, it's backed by Scotchgard. Wow.
Everything comes with Scotchgard. Our new couch came with Scotchgard. Our new chair came with Scotchgard.
Hey, you got Scotchgard on your furniture. Now we got it on shingles for you. No more black algae.
It's just that brand recognition, so the client just feels really comfortable. It definitely builds credibility as well.
When we present an Atlas shingle to a customer and we tell them that this has a Scotchgard warranty backed by 3M, the trust is there.
We feel more confident that they feel confident in us that we're giving them a product that's going to last for the life of the roof.
You're not only selling the color, then you're selling the long-lasting color, and it lasts for a lifetime.
Sold. Done deal.
If I can put on all Atlas products and avoid any type of streaking and drive by that roof 10 years from now, and it looks like the day we put it on, that's what I'm looking for. That's the peace of mind I want to give my customers. It's just an easy sell.
All right, thanks for viewing this session. Make sure you log on to atlasroofing.com/pro to learn more about Atlas Designer shingles featuring Scotchgard Protector. Scroll down to the Training and Support tab and click on the Scotchgard Training page to access the newest resources from 3M.